All right. Let's see if I know what I'm doing. Oh boy. Oh jeez. I just broke. Did I just break something? I did. I totally just broke that. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. What's up, guys? Shit. This is episode 1, first episode of Monday Morning Dullard. With me, your host, your creator. Um, Unlike Elon Musk when it comes to Tesla, I actually founded this podcast. Damn you. And I just broke this Asian wall divider I'm using to put behind me because I live in a studio, right, with my girl. And she was so nice. She was like, "Hey, listen, babe, just so I don't give you any background noise or anything, I'm gonna go for like a 1 hour walk so you can do your show." And I'm like, "Oh my god, you're the most supportive little girl of all time. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you so much." So we live in a studio, but I had this fucking Asian wall divider. So like, yeah, like when people come over, it's like, yeah, studio, but the wall divider kind of makes it a 1 bedroom, and they're like, It doesn't. It doesn't. It looks out of place because this is in Asia, but but okay." So I put it behind me for the episode, and this flimsy fucking thing. I don't. I'm hesitant. I think that's how you say that word. To look on the other side to see like how broken this is, because I tried pulling it in a way you shouldn't have pulled, and yeah, I think I had a snap. You know what it was? You know what it's similar to? When like you get new clothes and like you're pulling up the shorts or you're pulling the sleeves down your arms and you hear that like it's like I don't know what fiber or string on this shirt I just ripped, but I know I fucking ripped something, and I don't see it, but that's gonna come back to bite me in the long run. um Shit. Yeah, crap, man. I'm moving around my mic. You guys are probably fucking going nuts right now. I'm all fidgety right now. I'm fucking nervous as a motherfucker. This is so cool. My very first episode of Dullard, Monday Morning Dullard. Thank you, anyone who's listening to the first episode. Thank you to the future guests who are going to come on in coming up episodes. That's really cool. Thanks for being here. Obviously, me and Jem aren't doing the Nothings podcast anymore, but you could always listen back to those episodes. I left them on this Monday Morning Dullard's like RSS feed. So like anytime you guys want to listen back, it's right there. Like if you're listening to Dullard on Spotify, you can just scroll down and you'll see TNP. Like you'll see the old episodes where you can listen to Jem and me. And hopefully I have Jem on later down the road on the show. But yeah, shit. If you guys don't know what the show's about, if you haven't listened to the fucking update or the trailer, because you guys decided not to invest 50 fucking seconds into this shitty podcast. And I'm waiting for me to, because Monday Morning Podcast is the only like podcast I actually watch or listen to in full, Bill Burr's podcast. So I'm waiting until I slip up and call this that. I mean, like, I already was hesitant to say, like, should I really name it Monday Morning Dullard? Isn't that like kind of what's the new word, a grift? I know that's not what this is, but isn't that kind of like, I'm stealing? It's like, no, but not. It's like, isn't it kind of gay though to name your podcast 67% of another way more successful podcast? It's like, nah, just fucking. I don't, but it works, so I had to do it. And also, Dullard's like not anywhere. Like you look up Dullard, it's fucking like this comes up, which is amazing. I just fucking started this shit. Yeah, because that's what you guys wanted to listen to. You wanted to listen to me talk about how awesome my marketing skills are, even though I don't know how to market it at all. At all. Dude, man, I'm fucking. I gotta stop this. I'm in like a weird spot when it comes to marketing this podcast, because I understand it's probably best I used all my social media to do it. But man, dude, I get into arguments on Twitter and I'm just like, why am I fucking I don't get into I just say dumb shit on Twitter, and then it's like, why did I just say that? Why did I act like that had to be said? And I think a really bad thing with me in Twitter is I don't follow anyone on Twitter. So because I don't follow someone on Twitter or anyone at all, I'm just showed recommendations. Like that's how Twitter works. It's like if you don't follow anyone and you don't like select like, hey, are you interested in these topics? It's like, no, I'm not. I'm not interested in those topics at all. If you don't do any of that shit, they just recommend things that I guess you engage with. And since the only things I engage with are things that I usually dislike. Like I'll retweet something and be like, you just suck. Like I'll retweet someone's shit and be like, you suck. Then I'll get fucking all their tweets. It's like, oh, you really engaged with this. It's like, you really must like this. It's like, I don't like it. I should have more self-control and not retweet this and just keep my mouth shut. But like, so sometimes I just gotta fucking, I don't know. I gotta retweet or reply and be like, you're the worst, And it's getting worse as I get older. It should be the opposite. I should become more mature when I get older. But you know, like in the real world, when you get older, you just start to say your thoughts out loud. That's what's happening on Twitter. It's like when you're young, when you're a teenager in your early to mid 20s, you're just like you act like you just like become someone who's not you. Like anytime like you're a guy and you're going out with a girl, I would, just try really hard not to say the God's honest truth, which is like, I want to like rub my cock just all over, like every inch of you. Like, are you okay? Are you okay with that? Would you like to do that? Is that something we can maybe connect on? But I can't say that. I have to like be like, oh, I really like your eyes, and it'd be cool if we saw Spider-Man 3 together in theaters. Like it's a nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare. So, but as you get older, it's like, dude, as I got older, before I got with my girl now, like I was just like, just be honest. Like fucking be honest. I would take girls out, and if that question would get brought up, like, so like, why did you? It's just like, I mean, you're hot. You're hot, like, so she's like, so like, are you trying to do anything further? Nah, it's just, I mean, that's something maybe down the road, but as of right now, no, I'm trying to just be by myself, and you're hot, so it'd be cool for us to just, bang it out or something. Fucking, and that would actually work, which just blew my mind, which I wish it didn't, because now it's like, oh wow, if I'm just more open, like things will come to me. It's like, well, now I'm too open. And now it's like, all right, this is not, no, I can't be like this. I can't be that, because then you become homeless. That's what happens when there's a line, like there, it's like a, what's those graphs where like the line, you have like a black screen, right? Say it's a black screen, there's a white line. It's like, all right, you passed this line, that's good, keep going. All right, to get to this line, it takes a little less time. Oh, you're good, you're already there. All right, good, you're at the third. All right, whoa, don't go too high. You're going into the right. Bam, homeless right there, right fucking there. That's what it becomes. I don't know what course of, I don't know where I'm at with that shit. Shit, I just realized that I'm almost 10 minutes into this episode. Anyone who was listening, guys, email me at any time. Of course, it's a fucking email. mmdullard@gmail.com. I'm always willing to like read any thoughts or comments or criticisms or I don't know if that's a fucking word, that you guys have. But not only that, I just if you have a question, like I'd be more than happy to answer it for you as honest as I can, to my capability, to my functionality. So yeah, definitely do that. That'd be always fun. You guys used to do that for the Nothings podcast, and that was a really cool thing. So yeah, man, dude, I know. Listen. I know it's New Year's. I'm choking to death. I need water. Jesus Christ. Stuff, man, can't breathe. Oh no. I know it's New Year's, but it like, man, dude, this is another sign that I know I'm getting old. This is not, man. I'm like having struggles with my mortality. I'm fucking afraid of it. It's getting really like oh shit, like my 20s are almost gone. It's just like like teenage years. It's like, yeah, like you expect that. I expected, like, yeah, no, eventually I'm not going to be a kid or a teenager, but oh, my 20, like, really? Those are already gone? I'm basically more than 1/3 or around 1/3 done with this shit. Like, that's fucking freaky. So I'm starting to become that guy, like, oh, the year just went by so fast. Oh, this is a quick one, right? Like, dude, it's I'm uploading this on Monday, January 3rd, but it's today, it's January 2nd. And I actually woke up this morning going, wow, I can't believe it's already January 2nd. Who the fuck, who thinks like that? Why the, what the fuck? Like, yeah, that's how days work, bro. I'm losing my fucking shit, man. I really am. I really, really am. And, oh, dude, I'm going down YouTube rabbit holes again. I'm seeing a lot of people. I've been going down YouTube rabbit holes for a while. And it's an on and off relationship with them and I. I realize, all right, if I start going down this, it's going to become like 4 to 6 hours of me watching YouTube. After I'm all said and done, I'm going to go to sleep with just these insane thoughts in my fucking head, which it's incredible that they exist. And I'm going to want to blow my head off. But I do it anyway. And then I take a break for months, and then I come back, and I take a break for months, and I come back. But I was going down a rabbit hole, and it wasn't even actually on YouTube. It was more I was listening to people on podcasts talk about this, and they were talking about the JFK files, and more specifically the was it the Warren? Hold on, let me. JFK, the Warren. Is it the Warren report? Warren, Ohio. I'm butchering this, aren't I? Warren Commission report. Oh my god, I'm choking. Is it that? Is it called the Warren report? I think it is, right? Basically, like, if you guys aren't familiar with the Warren report, let me, someone who doesn't even know if that's the name, let me explain that to you in the most simplistic back of the book with my headshot bio I can give you. Basically, the Warren report is a report on like what I guess actually happened to JFK when he was assassinated, and it hasn't been released. So it's been like, what, he got killed, what, 1963? So it's been, has it almost been 60 years? That means, damn. If it's really been that long, that's crazy. But yeah, anyways, it's been that fucking long around, right? Let's just say 50 plus. To be safe, all right? Hold on. Let me see if it has to be the Warren Commission report. How old is the Warren Commission? Oh my god, I'm so illiterate. I spelled commission like a read. Yeah, look at this. Warren Commission established 1963. So yeah, wow, it's almost been 60 years. Okay. So anyways, that report's supposed to basically have the, like, this is what happened to JFK. This is how the assassination went down. This is the report, blah, 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 blah. And people are still like, what, release the report. Like, why are you not letting us know what happened? And it blows my mind that people are like actually asking for this report as like evidence so they can find out this. We need to finally know. The people have to know. Can you please just release the report? I'm like over here listening to multiple people, like successful people, begging, asking for this report to be released. And I'm just like sitting in the background. I'm like, guys. The people who are holding the report is the United States government. The vast majority, if not literally all of you, it might be unanimous, of the people who are like asking for this report to be released are like insanely either anti-government or don't trust the government. So in your minds, you're going to go release the report. And then when they finally say, fine, we'll release the report, you're all just unanimously going to go, thank you. I knew you would release that 60-year-old report with no altercations, no alterations. No, you didn't fudge any numbers. You didn't like move one guy and bring him to. All right, let's bring Phil from page 2 to page 6. All right, guys, it's like It's kind of like the boy who cries wolf. It's like, all right, this time I'm going to believe you. It's like, why? You never believe the people who are holding this information ever. And then you think this one little report, you think this fucking little booklet in a vanilla envelope that's somewhere which might not even exist. You've never seen it. It's like, I told Jem this all the time. I've never seen a shark in real life. I don't know if they're fucking real. You've never seen this report. You don't know if it's actually real. Oh, well, of course I know it's real. CIA agent and FBI. It's like, dude, you don't know them. And you always talk about like the people who talk about this shit talk about conspiracies all the time. You know what would be an awesome conspiracy if this report never even existed? It was just like, let's just tell them that we have all the fucking evidence, all right? It's like, yeah, but when are we going to hand it in? Just don't put a hand in. That's like telling a teacher, oh, yeah, no, teacher, I did the project. All right, well, it's due. Nah, I'll hand it in when I hand it in. Okay, but like, it's kind of due now. Nah. I'll get it to you when I get it to you. And then you just go home and you play Xbox all day. It's like, yeah, I ain't doing that fucking thing. She actually thinks I did it. What a dumb cunt. And you're just waiting for literally 6 decades to see the report. I mean, what world? What world? Oh my God. I can't, it just, that shit blows my mind. It's like the people who consider themselves either skeptics or conspiracists or whatever the fucking word is, for them to just be like, oh, they're finally going to release it. Yeah. And then they're going to read through the whole thing. Go, this must be 100% accurate. There are no faults at all. It's just going to open, like, if a report is released, it'll just open more windows and holes than not. And then that's probably the real reason. People just want, it's like, I know, but we deserve the answer. It's like, yeah, but that's you don't know if that's an actual answer. That could just be a fake answer. Someone could have wrote that up the day before it's released, just to be like, just give them something. These guys keep bitching. They're either really old or they were like born into conspiracy theory. Like, just fucking throw them a bone. And here's the report. Oh man. And by the way, JFK was overrated anyway. He was a one-term president. I think. I might be retarded. Hold on. Was JFK a one-term president? AKA, was he shot before? All right, hold on. What? John Fitzgerald? His middle name was Fitzgerald? You can't take that guy seriously. Often, John Fitzy Adams. Oh, shit, that's actually JFK. Wow, I'm an idiot. For a second, I'm like, what does that make his initials? Makes it JFK. Wow, I am fucking. Wow, that was a new one. John Fitzgerald Kennedy, May 29, 1917. Wow. Often referred to by his initials, JFK, was an American politician who served as the 35th president of the United States from 1961 until his assassination near the end of his 3rd year. Okay, so yeah, he was a one-term president. And you guys want to, like, John Madden just died. I want to know more info on that. They literally just released a documentary about him, and 2 days later, he was whacked. You know what I mean? In my mind, I'm like, that's conspiracy. Obviously, all Madden was not doing that well, and they wanted to boost up those numbers. So this guy that you haven't heard about in like 20 to 30 years, all of a sudden has a documentary about him, and like 2 years later, he kicks the bucket. It's like, what the fuck? It sucks that he's dead too, because, dude, when that all Madden thing came out, I was watching that documentary, or I guess, is it like a period piece documentary? It's something like that. But it was pretty cool. My dad actually called me. He's like, hey, man, you watching this? And I'm just like, no. Oh, you should turn it on. Okay. So I turned it on near then. And like a part of it's a little gay. Like a lot of these guys are like, a lot of these ex-football players are like, oh man, when you know John Madden's calling your game, like he's gonna call it well. It's like none of these players were thinking that when they were. You think during 60 minutes of just running into each other at full speed, they were thinking, oh man, John Madden's up there calling my number. Like, it's great, it's so cool. No, They weren't, okay? They were thinking about killing the other team, getting paid, going to the strip club, and having a great time and winning game. Like, that's what they were thinking about. They weren't thinking about fucking old Dusty Balls Madden in the booth. But I did love looking at old film of John Madden, just as a coach on the sideline, to see how successful he was with the Raiders. And with the broadcast stuff, I honestly didn't care about that. But it's... What thinks that he's dead, the thing that thinks that he's dead is that I thought he died so long ago. All of a sudden, I'm watching this documentary, and at the very end, it's him sitting down, and I'm like talking, and I'm just like, wait, hold on. Is this an old clip? Is this new? So, of course, I look John Madden, and I see born on, da-da-da-da-da, and I don't see any death date, and I'm like, holy shit. John Madden's been alive this whole fucking time. What the hell's he been doing? Besides probably still making a huge amount of money on actually, that's another thing. Hold on. Oh, let me see if I see when you die, it's a little bit weirder, but let me see if John Madden net worth. How much was John Madden worth? Oh my, $200 million. Good for him. Good for him. That's awesome. The Raiders. That's so. Oh my god. I love when people. The Raiders. I love that, and I love San Diego Superchargers. I fucking love those two names, man. I love them. It just thinks that the Chargers will always be like a team that breaks your heart, and then the Raiders just haven't. I don't. It's like once Al Davis started going senile, he's just like, I'm gonna take a kicker in the first round. It just starts chewing on his shoulder. That's when it all went downhill. The tuck rule really fucked him up. Ever since the tuck rule, it's been downhill. Actually, was the tuck? Hold on. Oh my god, this is the Jamie looks up stuff on the internet. When was the Raiders tuck rule game? January 19th, 2002. Okay, hold on. Raiders versus Buccaneers Super Bowl. 2003. 2003. Yeah, okay. So that was for the 2002 season, and the tuck rule game was for the 2001 season. So they still went to the Super Bowl the following year, but got blown out. But I think Gruden was the coach into John, and then his first year, John Gruden, not his emails. I don't care. Okay. Here we go. Oakland Raiders head coach 2001. So that was his that's right. His rookie season as Tampa Bay's head coach. That's when they went to the Super Bowl and they destroyed the Raiders. So yeah, that's probably why a lot of people say the tuck rule game was the reason why, like, just two franchises went in completely different routes. Because with the Raiders, they lost their head coach, and the following year they go to the Super Bowl, but they get obliterated by their then head coach. And then it's just okay, I get that. That's fair. Things really haven't been good for the Bucs either since that game. They had Rondé Barber. Oh wait, no, I'm so stupid. Oh my god, I'm like retarded. They just won the Super Bowl. I forgot Tom Brady was on the Buccaneers. I forget that they're even a team and they're not just, Brady's team. The Tampa Brady's. Oh my god. Oh shit. This is man, it's gonna be really funny talking for an hour plus to myself. It's gonna be really fucking funny. You guys, you're like obligated to send me emails. Again, mmdullard@gmail.com. Oh, shit. I guess I don't have I didn't do a thing where, okay, yeah, my guys, my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok @mmdullard. Again, Monday Morning Dullard. You can find on, hold on. Oh, my nose is so stuffy. You guys are probably like, dude, shut the fuck up with that nose. Fix that thing. Sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. This is crazy. I think this is crazy. I was able to get this shit. All right. You ready? All right. Watch this. listen to this shit, and then I'll start talking about other shit I was doing this past week. But listen to this shit. So you can find this podcast, obviously, on my website, podpage.com/mmdullard. Amazon Music. All right, we're going to count them down. Amazon Music, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Odyssey, Audible, Blueberry, Breaker, Castbox, Castro, Clubhouse, apparently, Deezer, Ghana, that's one of the Indian ones, which is amazing. Good Pods, I really have to utilize that. I don't. Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, iVox, that is the Spanish one. I was happy to get our shit on a Spanish podcast platform. Geo7, that's another Indian one. A really cool logo, by the way. I love it. I love the logo is beautiful in my mind. It's very, very artsy, very, very ethnic. Listen, oh, you like our logo? Listen Notes, Overcast, Pandora, Player FM, Pocket Casts, Podash, or just Podash. I don't know. Podcast Addict. Jesus Christ. Podcast Republic, Podchaser, Podtail, Radio Public, Reason.fm, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, and there you go. Oh, and YouTube, but YouTube's obviously not a podcast platform, but like you can get the visual one on YouTube, dude. 30 plus fucking podcast platforms. And if you divide that up to the amount of people who listen to this podcast, it is all just using up all your your data space, Mr. Podcast platform owners and CEOs. So I'm sorry for wasting your time and space, but yeah, that's what I'm doing there. So yeah, dude, it took forever to get all that shit on there. I'm acting like I'm working in a coal mine. It's like, I had to like create an account and then like write my email and new password and submit my RSS feed. It was really tough, man. It was really tough. Oh, dude, that's another thing on Twitter. These fucking these indie podcasters. I mean, like, first off, can you guys get an original name? I mean, indies has existed since the music industry, being indie, independent. Like, we get it. You're small. You're useless. Like, how about say that? Us in the useless podcast community, love to get together and sniff our own assholes on how it could be difficult, but still fun in the long run to create a podcast. It's like, dude, shut up. I was talking to this one dude on Twitter. He's like, I've helped so many people in the indie podcast community. I've probably helped more people than anyone. It's like, dude, get your head out of your fucking ass. Like, what? Like, what else? Do you film yourself donating to homeless people? Do you make sure to let everyone know? I helped an old lady cross the street today. It was fucking. I felt really good about myself. I felt really, really well. It's like, dude, oh my god, everyone's got a community. The fucking atheist community is a thing. Like, there's a trillion atheist communities on Twitter. It's unreal. It's like, dude, and they got logos and shit. I'm like, can you guys be more of an ideology and borderline religion more than actual religions? I mean, Christ, at least they got their shit together. They know how to rob people's money. You guys don't even know how to do that. Actually, that's a lie. Richard Dawkins. You guys, I'm sorry. You guys have books. You guys actually do know how to shice, but you do not know how to shice as well as the Catholic Church and Muslims and shit like that. I think you guys are just jealous. Actually, you know what? That's it. Atheists are just jealous that they don't put on a better grift than religions. Yeah. That makes sense. In my mind, that makes sense. I've been actually inviting atheists on to come on, like someone who's like really in depth. I would love to like talk and pick their brain. Just like I have a guest coming up a couple weeks from now, Andrew. He's a big Christian guy, and it's just fun to like if you're a nice guy, like I'd love to talk to you. You know, I mean. Yeah, we might have a debate, a conversation, a debate, and even an argument, but like, Jesus Christ, cooler heads usually prevail. You guys fucking just yell at each other on Twitter. It's crazy. I know I do too. I'm guilty of it, but Christ, half the people I've invited on the podcast are actually people where it's like, no, I don't really agree with the majority of stuff you say, but I would love to have you on because I feel like it'd be a cool conversation. But that does not mean I also might start yelling because I've done that before, especially when it comes to sports. It's like one of the only things I take seriously. where I'll start yelling in an argument. Like, ah, you never heard, you don't even know what you're talking about. You clearly, that's my favorite thing someone says in an argument. You don't know what you're talking about. Or you should do some more research. Like it's like, isn't that such a just like a low, just just like punch right to the like between the belly button and your crotch, just like you should do more research. You don't, I don't think you understand. And I'm just sitting here like, all right, well, yeah, you're probably right, but like, don't say that. You're making me feel bad. What else was it? No, that's it. Social media, yeah, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, at Dullard. And yeah, those 30 plus platforms, the podcast, Monday Morning Dullard, obviously. And thank you, everyone. Listen, I'll say this real quick. Thank you, everyone who, I was asking for a couple weeks leading up to this first episode, hey, can you rate the podcast 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and even Spotify? That was because I remember Jem telling me, like, when a new podcast comes out, if you get a good amount of ratings and reviews in the beginning and listens or downloads, whatever you call it, on Apple Podcasts, it'll like enhance, it'll put you in the new and noteworthy category. So it's like, oh, cool. So anyone who was able to do that, really appreciate it. So yeah, that's actually another thing I got into a little like back and forth with. Like some dude on Twitter was talking about how it's like, oh yeah, no, I take my 1-star reviews as like a badge of honor because the only people who rate you 1 star without saying anything are doing it because they personally dislike you or something like that. And I'm over here like, or maybe they just think your show sucks. Like, dude, I have bad reviews already on the show. It hasn't even come out yet. But they might have listened to past episodes of TMP. They might have listened to my trailer and were like, this guy sucks. Why? I don't know. I'm not going to use like a cop out, like, oh, dude, like fucking hack comedians use. Oh, you just don't like me because, I'm explicit and I'm not PC. It's like, no, you could also suck at comedy. Just because you say, like I don't even want to use the word edgy. Like just because you say things that you wouldn't say in a church or a library doesn't mean that's the only reason someone doesn't like you. They might not like you because your setup to a joke stunk or the punchline wasn't there. There was no meta humor. There was no post ironic humor. There was nothing to grasp from it. It just sucked. Like that's impossible. And I think when I said something really short where I'm like, that's not true to this guy, like saying, hey, that's not true. Like some people could also dislike the show because they dislike the show. I think I'm paraphrasing, but said something along the lines of, well, then why not write a review or something? It's like, what the fuck? Wait, were you the fucking mom? Like, oh yeah, hold on. I had an opinion, but I guess if it's negative, I have to write it down. I have a question. Everyone who gave someone a 5-star review, did you talk to them going, hey, I understand you like the show, but it's pretty messed up that you didn't write a review on why you like the show. Now I will not know what to do in the future. Now I'm kind of in limbo. No, you didn't say shit about that because you love 5-star ratings. But when it's a negative rate, well, I mean, first off, you should write proper criticism. Honestly, based off what I'm doing, I don't think it's worth the 1 star. I understand if you don't like it. It's like, dude, you're upset. You're upset, all right? You're human. You have emotions. We all have emotions. You got upset. Like, I get it. You think dude, I would love every review to be fine. I want every guy and girl to be like, Jamie, your podcast, so good. I just want your balls in my mouth forever. I would love that. Oh, you saying you want yes men around you all the time? Oh, yeah. All the time. all the time. Just have security, fucking paparazzi, roadies, groupies, whatever you call them, just all around. Just like, you're the man, dude. You're fucking awesome. Just like throwing money at me, like, here, take my wife. You can have her. Like, yeah, that'd be great. But that's not what reality is. Reality is, especially if you live in the Northeast, reality is most people don't want anything to do with you. Most people hate you, but there is a silver line. All right. Because then that's when listen, I'm sadly jaded and I'm sadly a hater and I'm trying to fight my way out of that. But I also don't want to lose any of that cynicalness, or I don't want you to lose I don't want to lose it at all. Like, I don't want to become that fucking person who's like, yes, I have no legs, but I'm trying. But because I have no legs, I'm strong in these categories. It's like, no, dude, you'd really want some fucking legs. Like, I'm sure you want those. So I want to, like, I don't want to be jaded though. I want to be able to, I guess, be honest while, fuck, what's the, see, I wish I wasn't illiterate, man. I'm so stupid. Hold on. Let me see this. John Gruden. Jaded, cinnamon, satiated, sated, what the glutted, cloyed, Georged, dulled. Hey, blunted. I don't think this is. Oh, that's like jaded, like a knife, like a sharp object or whatever. Oh, I don't even know synonym. Why am I looking up the synonyms of these words? I don't think, dude. I am not saying that word. There's no way. Oh wait, that's right. Anchor. Oh, that's right. My next guest next week. That's right. Episode 2. That'll be Rebecca L. Norrington. That's gonna be a fun conversation. Yeah, no, I don't want to be jaded, man. It's fucking, it sucks. But like, I also don't want to be dishonest. How about that's it? Dishonest. I like a lot of, I love stand-up comedy, but a ton of stand-up comedians suck right now. They're so bad. They're like diners in New Jersey. There's a ton of them, but there's only a few good ones. There's a lot of stand-up comedians. There's a lot of comedians who have podcasts, but they blow. They suck. They're just boring, and their jokes, their main thing is the joke isn't original. And you don't have to have an original joke to be funny, or I shouldn't even use that word, entertaining, because like then that's another fucking cop out. I wasn't trying to be funny, you know. Not we don't just come up here and always try to be funny. We try. It's like, dude, buddy. Get your head out of your ass for 5 seconds. Take a step back. Let it be like that scene in Jaws where we're zooming in on you, but we're zooming out of the background. I understand that. Okay? I understand that you can be entertaining without being funny. You can have the crowd feel sadness, awkwardness, discomfort, pleasure, just any trace of human emotion. But if you're not entertaining while being an entertainer, I'm gonna probably say it, and it's that simple. I hate, that's another fucking cop out. Well, I wasn't trying to be funny. Oh, okay, well, were you trying to be entertaining at least? Because you weren't there either. I understand it's my opinion, but I mean, Christ, man, it's like, dude, I can't just end every sentence with "that's my opinion." You know, my opinion, or start every sentence. My opinion says that you suck. Basically, what I'm saying, if you get negative criticism, just, you know, it's like that episode of South Park where Butters is dating the girl from Raisins, and he starts crying at the end because he realized like she just liked him for his money. And Stan and the emo kids are going like, "Hey man, just, like fuck it," right? Like that's where I'm almost at. If not, I'm already at that. I'm at that emo world, right? I'm not on the other spectrum where it's like, I'm great, and anyone who negatively interacts with me, something's up with them. I'm not there. I'm on the opposite end. I'm on the fucking everyone sucks, life is misery, life is pain. Like I don't want to be there. I don't dress in black. I like colors, so I'm trying to get out of there. But I'm at that point in my life where I am there. The fucking nerve pain I've been dealing with has brought me there. It sucks. But in that episode, it's like one of the coolest lines where Butter is just talking about how it's like, yeah, no, I'm sad, but I'm happy I'm sad, because I would have to have like a level of happiness to actually be able to feel this sad. If I was always like mopey and a pussy little emo kid all the time, I would never have this sense of sadness. Meaning I would never have the opposite of the seesaw effect where I had great happiness and joy. And it was like one of the real, it was like, what? He's just like, I'd rather be this than a faggy little emo kid. And it's one of the coolest things. I loved it. It's one of my favorite episodes. And it's just, yeah, it's life's a lot of emotions, and it's okay to get upset, but it's also good to control them where you're not hurting, like, not hurting anyone physically, obviously, and just don't be a dick, but also let's brush off of you. You can do that too. You get a bad review, like, so just fucking, like, what it's gonna, yeah, it's sting 100%. It sucks dick, but like, make it a quickie. if some dude's like, hey, suck my dick for $50,000, I mean, are you gonna like bask in it for an hour, or are you gonna just fucking, all right, let me try to fucking do a really good job, get this 50 grand, let me bust the nut in like 30-45 seconds, all right? Yeah, do that, because we're all sucking dick. Everyone's sucking dick. Louis C.K., great joke. There's maybe like 1,000 guys who haven't sucked a dick yet. I'm luckily one of them. But that also means my time is coming. I don't know what crime I'm going to commit in the future, where I'm going to have to go to prison, and it's like, I'm going to have to suck a dick. I have to be like Andy Dufresne. That scene's not going to go the way it did in Shawshank, where they just beat the shit out of him. They're going to be like, no, we're going to beat the shit out of you, and then we're going to put our dicks in your mouth with your busted ass teeth. Oh, dude, actually, speaking of reviews though and ratings, obviously YouTube, they got rid of they didn't get rid of the dislike button. They got rid of the public dislike counter, which, so when you go on a video on YouTube, if a user still allows like the likes to be shown, you'll see the number of people who liked the video, but you'll see no amount of people who disliked the video. You'll have the option to still dislike it, but they can only see it if they want to see it in their Creator Studio. Anyone who's not familiar with Creator Studio, that's like if a person has a YouTube channel, that's where like they can see all their stats, analytics, and shit, and their content, their videos, and all that. 3 thoughts went in my mind when I first saw that. One, all right, how many gay videos on YouTube are there going to be about people complaining about this? And I'll get to that in a second, because there's a lot. The second thing was, that's really going to fuck me up when it comes to how-to videos. Because one way I know a how-to video is a good video is when there's a huge amount of likes and not many dislikes at all. So like if it's like how to make the perfect French press coffee, and it has like 18,000 likes and only like 53 dislikes. In my head, I'm like, oh, that's this bitch is about to make some awesome French press coffee. All right, let's go. But if it's, how to fix your carburetor, and it's like 84 likes and 500 something dislikes, in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is, all right, I'm going to watch a different how to fix your carburetor type video. Yeah, is there a chance like that guy maybe has like a weird political view or whatever, and a ton of people found that out and just mass disliked his video? Yes, there is a chance of that. But also, it's like, hey man, keep your politics out of my carburetor. So I get it. But here's the thing. How about this? YouTube, just give people an option. If someone wants to keep that away, then keep it away. But if someone wants, no, I want to keep the dislikes shown, well, give them the option. There you go. That way, it's not a mass thing. It's a it's a user option. I'm sure there's probably like a financial thing. Obviously, I mean, again, I'll get to the videos in a second, but the third thing I thought about was, and this was like all simultaneously, I thought about these 3 things like within a nanosecond. So this was like the first, second, and third thing I thought about was that Brooke Hostess girl. Was that her name? That the girl who like slapped the shit out of her dog and accidentally uploaded that video to YouTube? Dude, when that... Hold on. What's her name? Hold on. Brooke Hostess. Hostess? Did I say hostess? Yeah, okay. Here we go. Videos. Oh, she hasn't uploaded in 8 months. All right, that's even better. Dude, when I heard about that, in my mind, I'm like, oh, this girl's doing she's doing backflips, right? This girl's doing a keg stand right now, like, woo! Like she is doing like an end zone touchdown, Jans is doing the Charleston right there on fucking Barry Sanders' grave. She is ecstatic. She's so happy right now. In my mind, that's all I was thinking. I was like, this girl, like, she's fucking, she's telling everyone, like, hey, come back to my YouTube channel. Don't worry, the haters aren't there. They don't exist anymore. There's no dislikes. It's all likes. So, man, oh man. Like, all right, hold on. She had an apology video. Is that still there? Oh no, where I've been. All right, good. This is on mute. Good. All right, I'm not going to copyright. Look at that. 1.4 thousand likes. No dislikes. Oh, this girl's in the money, man. She's got to come back to YouTube. She really does. Guys, I don't like dog piles. I really don't. Like that EDP, that Eat That Pussy 445 guy. That's not really the hill I want to defend. I guess he was trying to get a cupcake, which also means he was trying to get sexual relations from a minor. I don't know how old. I think the age was 13, which is as a no-no when you're your late 20s or 30 years old. Yeah, maybe a 13. Maybe. Hey, bro, you do realize like the year before she wasn't even a teenager. Maybe. Yeah, you kind of like you got what you deserved in a way. But when I do see dog piles in my mind, when it's something that vicious, like not vicious, when it's something that egregious someone did, I don't really necessarily feel bad for the like it's hard to really feel bad for EDP. But also it's like, dude, how many videos of that have to be created? You know, like you're just creating your version for views at this point. Like you kind of have to be. Like, why are you so invested in the drug? Like, the guy's, he's done. The whole world knows what he looks like. And now the whole world saw that he was trying to have sexual relations with, see, that's, hold on. What did EDP, I have like 3 other thoughts that I want to finish, but this EDP sent explicit messages to someone he believed was a minor. Okay, according to the video. Rosen also had a concept. Rosen said he set up multiple fake Instagram profiles, including one of a 13-year-old, and message Moreland. I think that's CDP. Yeah. You know, it's a bad thing, man. You don't do that. But Jesus Christ, it's like, yeah, the guy's, he's KO'd. The ref tapped him. I mean, for people to really go, again, on this one, morally, I don't know what's right or wrong, but really, the whole, like, I have to go to his apartment complex and, like, excuse me, sir, do you know that, like, you have a tenant here that is trying to get sexual relations from he's a danger to this complex. It's like, dude, all right, I understand you're doing that, and you're trying to show how awesomely moral you are. I have a question. Why did you film it? And why are you making a ton of videos about it on YouTube? See, years ago, I kind of was in that same boat with the social justice warrior shit. And now that I'm older, it's like, yeah, dude, did I really actually care? I cared about the comedy of it, but like sometimes I created way too many videos on one specific person or a specific topic where I'm obviously doing this for the views. And I get it. Like when you find something that's in your wheelhouse and it starts gaining traction, you kind of don't want to let it go. But it's like, dude, you're trying to also act holier than thou. Or is it now or thou? I forget. While like destroying someone else. And I'm not saying what the person, like obviously what the person did was it's bad. But you're also gaining notoriety from it. It just seems pretty, what's that word? Shitty. It seems shitty. But that was a current one that's just happening that I gotta stop watching. I just see his face now come up in a YouTube thumbnail. I'm like, I don't want an update on this guy. Like this guy has no impact on my life at all. Why do I care? Because it's drama. That's why people love drama, and that's why people make the videos. They know people love drama, and they know people are gonna watch it and listen to it. But on a funnier note, compared to that, was the Brooke girl, because she did what every YouTuber, any creator, what their nightmare situation is. This girl uploads what she thought was another cool video of her and her dog hanging out is going to get a ton of views. It's going to do well. And her fans are going to love it. Where, lo and behold, and yet again, something that I know that one day I will do in the future because I'm uploading 1 hour plus podcasts. I know like I'm going to accidentally have like, I don't know, my girl flicking her bean in the background or just me like I'm going to fuck up. I know it. And that's why maybe that's why I don't throw stones. It's like, I got too many demons. I already like, what the, I'm fucked either way. Like I got no time to act holy. But she uploads a video where she just is beating the shit out of her. Like just fucking throwing like hate like this. Oh, did my headphones? Hold up, my headphones fell off. I don't even need my headphones, actually. I just realized that. I don't need, oh my God, I had my headphones on this whole fucking time. And I didn't need them because I'm not talking to a guest this episode. Oh, that's right, guys. I wanted to do the first episode without a guest just to like, you know, kind of like an introduction kind of thing. And obviously not every episode I'm going to have a guest on. So I didn't want like the first several episodes to have a guest and then for you guys to be like, oh, wait, no guest, so you must not be doing that well this week. It's like, yeah, no, well, I'm not doing that well to begin with. But yeah, with Brooke, yeah, she fucking Mike Tyson her Doberman or whatever, and obviously everyone freaked out. But it's like, dude, when are you gonna let the person off the mat? I'm not saying what she did was right. What she did was not cool because I'm pretty sure at one point she spits on the dog. But like, dude, for years, you're gonna just have this person on the mat. But it goes a little bit to the whole, like, what you do with negative criticism. Obviously, people did not like that you beat the shit out of your dog. However, here's the thing. You, as a person, have the ability, there's 8 billion of us around, the ability to handle the situation in your way and possibly the most efficient and best way. I think the way she chose was the whole like, hey, let me make an apology video. Here's me crying. I'm in like regular clothes. I'm obviously taking this serious. And some people have done that and are very successful after those apology videos. Some people do those videos and then aren't successful. Some people don't do those videos at all. Some people are just like, yeah, I beat the shit out of my dog. Like, what the fuck? Like, if she probably did that, she probably would have had a huge fan base in the South. I think that I still think they beat the shit out of their dogs down there. So who fucking knows? I have no clue. But all I know is that she's so happy. Like she has to be. Oh, she's planning her comeback tour. She's like, am I gonna work with J-Lo, Madonna? Like, who am I gonna work with? Like she's ecstatic. But going back to the other thing I thought about with the YouTube dislike button being, I'm gonna just say gone. It's gone. You know, it's like that thing, that tab that you try to click, but it's highlighted in a way where you click it, but nothing happens. That's what the dislike button is now on YouTube. So everyone and their mother, every YouTube creator made a video on how they hate this for the most part, right? And a few things to that. One, it blows my mind that people that make these types of videos and make them on the regular, it blows my mind. Like they'll throw in like the YouTube community or the YouTube creator community as if like they're in a hole and everything. And they act as if they're important to the site. You're not. They don't care about you guys. They haven't ever. Maybe the first couple years, and then Google bought them out, and now they couldn't care less. Google's not even the parent company. Alphabet is. So they don't care. Guys, you all could walk away tomorrow. They have enough staff members to get the job done over at YouTube Corporations or YouTube LLC, YouTube Incorporated. Like they're fine. Another thing is, I always find it hysterical when someone makes an and I shouldn't say that because people, oh, it's not anti. All right, either an anti-YouTube video or a YouTube video really criticizing YouTube, and like the ones that are like really like they literally have nothing good to say about the platform, and like you guys are always ruining it, and da-da. But they do this with a YouTube video. That is the equivalent of going to a restaurant, eating a steak, halfway through telling the waiter, like, this is just a terrible, this terror. It's like, oh, well, you want us to, I guess, cook, no, I'll still eat this. I mean, it's fucking, it's awful. I'm going to come, listen, I'm going to come back. Obviously, and eat more steak in the future, but just, right now, this is terrible. And until you guys fix it, it's always going to be terrible. It's just like, yeah, exactly. Because it's terrible, but you know that no one's going to listen to you somewhere else, so you stay on YouTube. It's like, come on, man. It's such a fucking shiest. It's crazy. Is it gay that the YouTube dislike button's gone? Two things. One, I watch a lot of YouTube on the smart TV, so I don't even see the like to dislike ratio anymore for the most part. And two, yeah, it's pretty lame. That's it. It's pretty lame. Guys, they're a business. They're going to do what they want. They're private. Actually, I don't know. They might be public. I forget if they're private or public. Either way, though, they don't owe, like, everyone acts like because they use the platform, that they're owed something. Jesus Christ. How self-entitled can people be? It's like, dude, no, it's nothing's owed to you. You just, you want things because, I don't know, you have an ego. So do I. Anyone that has a podcast or something where they're showcasing themselves, obviously, is an egotistical monster that wants themselves to be shown. But Christ, get it together. Hey, get your shit together, man. What else was funny about? There was something else that was funny about the YouTube dislike thing. I honestly forgot. Let me check if anyone emailed me anything. No. It's a sad no. No emails for episode 1. Hopefully in the future. Oh, maybe something on Twitter. Maybe something on the Twitters. No, nothing. Nothing at all. But I am happy that I was able to rant and rave today. This is interesting because I was so used to talking to Jem when it came to podcasting. I never really did my own thing. I want to do that stand-up tier list though, like tier zoo kind of thing. But dude, another fucking thing though, actually before I leave, was now that it's the new year, so it's been, roughly 2 years of COVID. Yeah, technically it was in December if you're, Chinese. But it's been roughly like 2 years. And one of the things I love about COVID is that it really taught me which people have nothing to truly actually talk about. Because if you've noticed, the people who have talked about nothing but COVID for the past 2 years, like that's something they just bring up for just to bring up because they have no actual personality. I've learned, like, oh, you're not interesting, are you? You literally have nothing to talk about. If it wasn't for this virus, that you would really have nothing to say for the past 2 years. So that was a good thing about COVID. that was a bright spot. Learning that, like, oh yeah, you really got anything going on. You got nothing going on. And I'm talking about the people who either are like really anti-COVID or I guess act like it's nothing like big, like it's not a big deal, you don't have to get vaccinated, this, that, or the people who are like really like you have to do this, you have to take precautions. It's just like, bro, it's like Jesus Christ, like you guys have been talking about this for 2 years. Like, talk about something else. Talk about some eggplant parmesan you made or something. Anything. Oh my God, that broke girl's so happy. That's the only thing I can do. She is ecstatic. Oh yeah. I'm looking at that one meme of that Kyle Rittenhouse kid when he was in court. Jem sent me a meme where like it's the picture of him crying in court, but he's eating spicy buffalo wings. Dude, that clip is insane. It sucks because look, if I'm in that scenario, I'm doing worse. I am crying 24/7, running to the door if I thought like, yeah, I could go to prison forever. Like, yeah, I'm fucking I'd be bawling out crying too. But like to see it, it's still just to see his face concaving into itself like a neutron star. It's fucking great. It's like, dude, get your shit together, man. Because he obviously, 50% of the country hated him already because of where this country is at, right? Like if something happens to that degree, 50% are going to hate you and 50% are going to love you. But the 50% that loved him had to see that clip. And a good percentage probably were like, oh, so this is the guy, huh? Yeah, kid's kind of a pussy. Jesus Christ. But I think he's only 18, so I would have cried like that. I really would have. I would have been fucking blessed. I didn't mean to bring my pop pistol to the. I saw a Christmas Story that I wanted to play with my BB. I wanted to save every Subaru dealership at all cost. No one should go home with a vandalized used car under my watch. I can't believe people. I was talking to people on the Stereo app about that. I was like, guys, I understand you're talking about the legalities of the situation and everything, but can we all agree it's funny that this fucking 17-year-old is strapped to the nines, protecting every used Subaru dealership at all costs? Like, can we at least can we find the comedy in that? And of course, it just no one. Well, what do you? There was riots going on. It's like, God, come on. Yeah, because that's what me and my friends were doing at 17. I had to save every used car dealership because those are the people that deserve saving, by the way. The fucking people who own a car dealership. Those are, man, you got homeless people with diseases, Red Cross and all that. Great institutions, but this Subaru dealership on Route 8, some good people there, some wholesome people. I think you should protect it. It's like, come on, man. Jesus Christ. Can we not act like the kid deserves a fucking medal? It's like the Dave Chappelle Netflix special. It's like, dude, nothing he said was brave. A lot of his jokes weren't landing that well. They were kind of unoriginal. I understand. Well, he wasn't necessarily just going for comedy. Okay, but it also wasn't entertaining again. And it's not brave when you're getting paid millions. It's like they're trying to cancel him. Who? You from what? Netflix? They just paid him millions of dollars for that special. What do you like? What? Do you understand what canceled means? Fuck, man, Christ! People don't know what words mean anymore. It's crazy. It's crazy. Actually, before I leave, I did see a video. It was called "The Dark Truth of Elon Musk." I knew it was gonna, and I've seen a lot of negative Elon Musk videos. It's fun learning some things about him. People really are. Idol worship's a really stupid thing. I think that's what a lot of people get in trouble with. They idol worship. They worship people to a large extent. I like listening to Elon on podcasts and stuff. The cars that the companies he owns and everything now, like, Tesla, some of them look pretty cool. And some of the shit he does is pretty interesting and everything. But people just worship, and it's like, dude, he's obviously doing this for marketing reason. Like, you think he's going on Joe Rogan's podcast, or he's going on SNL, or he's going on all these things because it's just he's just a real relatable guy. He's relatable. He's got a yacht inside his yacht inside his yacht. No, I heard this one episode on the podcast. He's thinking about just getting rid of all his material objects. He doesn't even believe in any of that. Okay, did he? Is he still making rockets? Does he still have ownership in his billion-dollar companies? Dude, great guy. He's a businessman. The guy sells cars. He's a used car salesman. You put on a red tie, he's the perfect used car salesman. That's what Elon Musk is. He's a car salesman. He's interesting. I love listening to him because the shit he says is very interesting. But like when you find out like he's not even the true founder of Tesla, it's just like Ray Kroc. He wasn't the true founder of McDonald's. Elon's just a modern day Steve Jobs or Ray Kroc. And there's nothing in my mind bad with that. The system is the way it is where shit like that can happen. I mean, when I'm watching this video, I'm like, yeah, the main reason why he's able to call himself founder is because the original founders got bought out in a settlement. If they actually had some stones, and I don't know how much money they got, but if they had some stones and still wanted to be like, no, this is our company, we're not, then they wouldn't have settled out of court. That's how Ray Kroc was able to say he was the founder of McDonald's, a settlement out of court. So don't act like something was stolen from someone. No, what happened was someone went, this is a pretty good settlement, few $1 million, maybe tens of millions of dollars. I don't know how much, but like that's it. You sell your soul. Case closed. I'm not saying it's a bad thing though. Dude, if I'm over here, like, wait, I can either make electric cars for the next 20 years, or this guy who's balding, who obviously is getting hair transplants, is going to give me $10 million to just shut my mouth and go about my day. Yeah, I'd probably take the $10 million, dude. I really would. If I really didn't think that I was going to be happy, doing fucking electric cars for 10, 15, 20 years. Yeah, I probably would. I would probably take the car. But also, me, myself, I have to not act like everything on the internet is true also. Who knows, man? I don't know. I'll Google it right now. I like Googling things and then reading one headline and acting. Oh, there's my research. Did Elon Musk create Tesla? Musk electric jet. Why is it make Tesla? Elon Musk is a South African-born American entrepreneur and businessman who founded X.com. Why can't I get a simple answer? Tesla existed before Elon Musk. Founders on how they pitched the idea. Well, was it just an idea, or did you guys have cars? Now I'm on Elon's side. But either way, he's worth $200 billion because he sells to you guys. The case closed. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. The worship that goes on. It's silly. And I listen, I watch a lot of videos where they pick apart his ideas as bad ideas. And sometimes I'll watch them. I'm like, all right, yeah, it's still an idea. It's still nice to also try new things. So there's a yin and a yang to it. Don't be too jaded, but don't be fucking retarded and act like the guy who's worth billions of dollars. Don't act like the salesman is your friend. He's not. He's trying to sell you something. Hey, case closed. And it's the truth. It's the take it from, yeah. I trust me. I sell things. Now listen, you can have friends that are clients. You can have clients that are friends and everything. It's a cool thing. But at the end of the day, part of that relationship is because the person trying to sell something to you is trying to sell something to you. So if Elon Musk can get a ton of free marketing going on podcasts and TV shows and radio shows and shit like that, and people and social media, people talking about him all over the place on Twitter over and over and over again, and avoid the negative criticism and not really focus on it all, it's like, yeah, it's amazing PR. Keep it going. He's a used car salesman, but in my mind, he's interesting. I do like listening to him, and obviously he has the money where if he has an idea, he can actually try to make it reality, which is really cool. Like, that's a really beautiful thing to do because humans are naturally curious. Are the ideas good ones? Maybe, maybe not. Honestly, I think anything outside of food, water, and shelter, there may be emotional support like love or whatever. Anything outside of that, humans don't necessarily need, but we're curious animals. And in this world, you sadly need money to make your curiosities into reality. And he has it. So there you go. That's it. that's it. To end this show on a I don't even know what kind of note that is. This was cool, man. Shit. This was episode 1 of Monday Morning Dollar. I gotta admit, sometimes I was looking at the timer and I'm like, am I gonna really have enough to talk about? And now I'm like, fuck, I kind of don't want to stop talking. I want to keep talking to you little fuckers. But shit, this is real cool. Yeah, let's see. Next week, I've got Rebecca L. Norrington. I'll be talking to her. She's a happiness. I know what she is, but I can't. It's in my. She's a happiness. She's a happiness something. When I talk to her next week, when I had to show up next week, I'll figure it out. But yeah, she's like a happiness spiritual person, and she helps you be more happy. There you go. So that's gonna be fun to talk about. And yeah, this is episode 1 of Monday Morning Dullard, guys. If you get it, if you just like listening to me rant and rave with baseless opinions, or if you like the show, seriously, number one thing, if you can, tell people. Word of mouth, such a cool thing. You don't have to, but I am asking because that'd be awesome. Thanks again, guys. Again, at mmdullard, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. My email is mmdullard@gmail.com. And seriously, if you want to be a guest on the podcast, email me or DM me on those social media platforms. If you just have questions, send those via email. But yeah, my DMs are open on all those platforms. And that's it. Monday Morning Dullard, episode 1 is done. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one, guys. Later.